good evening, and welcome to Estabrook's Oratorical Society presentation. My name is Sally Smith, and I'll be introducing all of the orators before they come up on stage. Please turn off your cell phones, at least silence the ringers, so that way they don't go off during the performances. And no flash photography, just so the orators don't get distracted while they're speaking. We hope you enjoyed the performance, and here are the orators. Alright, to start off the evening, we have our only second grader here tonight, Tobias Malayan.
Hi, my name is Tobias James Rosa Malayan. I'm in second grade. I'd like to tell you a story about the Philippines, a legend of how people came to those islands. A very long time ago, islands came from the ocean, over 7,000. These islands had wild sandy beaches with dark blue waves. There were beautiful mountains and green rainforests, thick with flowering fruit trees. Many animals and birds lived in those rainforests, but no one was there to enjoy them. So, one day the native gods did something about it. People have to enjoy these lovely islands. So, Sam, he spread open a giant bamboo plant with lightning. And out he was strong and wearing very colorful clothes. Malakas loved these islands and everything on them. But he was lonely. The native god noticed his loneliness. So, Sam, another giant bamboo plant hit by lightning. And out came, in very colorful clothes of many colors, a girl that can die. A name that means beautiful. When Malakas and Makindas saw each other, they fell in love. As soon, they got busy, and now there are 80 million Filipinos. So when you see the Filipinos and wonder how come they're so very good looking, now you know. Thank you.
To start off our third graders tonight, please welcome Hayden Hawkins.
Hi, my name is Kate Hawkins. Today I'm going to do a speech called The Big Cat. The Big Cat. Oh my, I spy a great big cat. A great big cat? I don't like that. Run, mice, run. Stay, cat, stay. Oh good, the mice have got away. Now, pussycat, that isn't nice to scare all of the little mice. I know you want them for your food, but eating mice is very rude. I'll give you treats your very own if you will leave the mice alone. And when you're done and big and fat, we'll read a book about a cat like you with fluffy fur, who loves his treats and loves to purr. You'll read to me, I'll read to you. The mice will sit and listen to you. Thank you.
Unfortunately, Megan Wybrecht cannot be here tonight because he's actually traveling in China. So, next up we have Maggie McGregor.
Hi, my name is Maggie McGregor. I am in this new third grade class. I will be acting as Squanto. We don't make Thanksgiving a national holiday. I relate to Squanto. I am a Native American from the Patuxent tribe in Massachusetts. Spain. He tried to sell me into slavery, but luckily Spanish friars rescued me and taught me the English language. I learned how to build ships, and then I sailed back to North America. Sadly, I learned all my tribe had died from smallpox. Then the Pilgrims came from England to Plymouth, Massachusetts, where I lived, and I interpreted for them. I also taught them how to plant crops and how to grow fish, how to catch fish. I helped plan the first Thanksgiving where Native American Indians and Pilgrims ate together. Thank you.
Our final third grader for tonight is Annika Croft.
Hello, my name is Annika Croft. I am in Ms. Powell's third grade classroom. This is my second year in Oratorical. I will be reciting a poem called Stopping by Woods on Snowy Evening by Robert Frost. Whose woods these are? I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there's been some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flakes. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. And miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you.
Our first fourth grader of the night is Caleb Coleman.
And he has a cool hat.
Hello. Hello, my name is Caleb Coleman. And I was at the Battle of Long Island, August 26, 1776, when George Washington delivered this speech to me and the rest of the troops. The time is near at hand, which must probably determine whether Americans are to be freemen or slaves, whether they are to have any property they can call their own, or whether their houses and farms are to be pillaged and destroyed, themselves confined to a state of wretchedness from which no human effort would deliver them. The fate of unborn millions now depends on the God and the courage and conduct of this army. A cruel and unrelenting enemy leaves it the choice of a brave resistance, the most abject submission. Therefore, we have resolved to conquer or to die.
Our next fourth grader is Simone Chapman.
Hello, my name is Simone Chapman, and I am in the fourth grade. I am reciting the poem Dreams by Nikki Giovanni. Nikki Giovanni was born in Knoxville, Tennessee in 1943. Nikki Giovanni comes from a long line of storytellers where she was exposed to the power of spoken language, which influenced her career as a poet. Nikki Giovanni has received numerous awards and accolades, including the multiple NAACP awards. Nikki, in my younger years, before I learned Black people aren't supposed to drink, I wanted to be our Latin say, drowning in my own tears, or talking about, or Margaret Hendricks and ran up against the mic and screamed, baby, night and day, baby, night and day. And then, as I grew and matured, I became more sensible and decided that I would settle down and just become a sweet inspiration. Thank you.
is Lauren Sansbury.
Hello, my name is Lauren Sansbury. I'm in Miss Christensen's 4th grade class, and I will be reciting 2 quotes by a famous soccer player named Pittman. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love what you are doing or learning to do. I don't believe there's such a thing as a born soccer player. Perhaps we were born with certain skills and talents, but quite frankly, it seems impossible to me that one is actually born to be an ace soccer player. Thank you.
Unfortunately, I don't see Kayla Colvard here tonight, so we will be moving on to Alina Hollowell.
Hello, my name is Alina Howell. I will be reciting a poem by Jack Pulaski. My poem is called Last Night I Dreamed of Chickens. Last night I dreamed of chickens. There are chickens everywhere. They're standing on my stomach and nesting in my hair. They're pecking on my pillow and hopping on my head. They're ruffling up their feathers as they race about my bed. They're on the chairs and tables. They're on the chandeliers. They're roosting in the corners and clucking in my ears. They're chickens, chickens, chickens. From far as I could see, when I woke up today, I noticed there are eggs on top of me. Thank you.
Our next 4th grader is Aiden Lenhart.
Hi, my name is Aiden Lenhart, and I'm in Miss Croswell's 4th grade class. I'll be doing a poem on Herb Brooks, the USA Olympic hockey team coach. Great moments are born from great opportunities, and that's what you bring to tonight, boys. That's what you bring to tonight. One game. If we play them 10 times, they might win 9. But not this game, not tonight. Tonight we skate with them. Tonight we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight we're the greatest hockey team in the world. You were born to be hockey players, every one of you. And you were meant here to be here tonight. Their time is done. It's over. I'm sick and tired of hearing what great team the Soviets have. Sick 'em. It's your time.
Our next 4th grader is Taylor Patton.
Hello, my name is Taylor. I'm in the 4th grade. I am going to be telling you about Shel Silverstein. He won an award for Best Country Music. I'm going to recite one of his poems called The Battle. The Battle. Would you like to hear of the terrible night when I bravely fought the... No? All right. Thank you.
Next up is Sam Wilbanks.
Hi, my name is Sam Wilbanks, and I am in Miss Kersnow's 4th grade class. I will be reciting Baseball and Life by Stanley Cooper. Baseball ain't just a game. Ask any fan. It's a way of life. Life in baseball is so much the same, similarly filled with fun and strife. Bottom of the 9th, bases loaded, 2 outs, score tied, full count on the batter. He knows at that moment, if he fails to hit, nothing in life will matter. Strike out in life, as many do, brings consequences not aspired. Just as striking out after 3 and 2 is something clearly not desired. Thank you.
Our last 4th grader tonight is Logan Kennedy.
Hello, my name is Logan Kennedy, and I want to do a speech that I wrote myself for Bob Davies. Hello, my name is Bob Davies. I was born on January 15, 1920 in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I played basketball from 1943 to 1955 with many teams, some including the Brooklyn Indians, Brooklyn Gothams, and Rochester Royals. I got in the Basketball Hall of Fame April 11, 1970. I invented the behind-the-back dribble. I also helped the Royals to an NBL title in 1946. I had a successful career. I died at age 70 on April 22nd, 1990. Thank you.
Our first fifth grader of the night is Tracy Hinton.
Hi, my name is Tracy Hinton. I will be reciting a poem by King David called I Bought a Maserati. I bought a Maserati and a new Mercedes-Benz, plus a brand new Lamborghini I can show off to my friends. I purchased a Ferrari and an Aston Martin too, and a Porsche and a Jaguar and a BMW. I had them all delivered to my mansion in the hills. I like to sit in them, imagining the thrills. For though it's fun to be the richest man ever alive, I'll sure like it better when I'm old enough to drive. Thank you.
Next up, we have Sydney Johnson.
Hi, my name is Sydney Johnson. I am in the 5th grade. I am reading a poem by Maya Angelou called I Can See. Maya Angelou was born April 4th, 1928. Computer. Give me your hand, make room for me to lead and follow you. Beyond this range of poetry, that always have the privacy of touching words, love, of love, for me. Give me your hand. Thank you.
Next, we have Amaria Holmes.
Hi, my name is Amara Holmes. I'll be doing a poem by Jack Pulaski called As Soon as Fred Gets Out of Bed. As soon as Fred gets out of bed, he puts underwear on his head. His mother laughs, don't put it there, that he has no place for underwear. But near his ears, above his brains, Fred's underwear remains. As soon as Fred goes back to bed, he definitely plucks the underwear off his head. His mother softly croons the night goodnight. For some reason no one knows, Fred's underwear is on his toes. Thank you.
Our next fifth grader tonight is Sierra Ridley Coates.
Hello, my name is Sierra Ridley. I am in Miss Carnegie's 5th grade class, and I'll be reciting a poem by Shel Silverstein called 18 Flavors. 18 luscious, scrumptious flavors. Chocolate, lime, and cherry. Coffee, pumpkin, fudge, banana, caramel cream, and boysenberry. Rocky Road and toasted almond, butterscotch, vanilla dip, butter brickle, apple ripple, coconut, and mocha chip. Brandy peach and lemon custard, each scoop lovely. Smooth and round, tallest ice cream cone in town, lying there on the ground.
Next, we have Alice Johns.
Alice Johns, and I'm in Miss Carnegie's 5th grade class. Today, I will be reciting When Daddy Fell into the Pond by Alfred Noyes. Everyone grumbled. The sky was gray. There was nothing to do and nothing to say. We were nearing the end of a dismal day, and there seemed to be nothing beyond. Then Daddy fell into the pond, and everyone's face grew merry and bright, and Timothy danced for sheer delight. Get me the camera, quick, oh quick! He's crawling out the duckweed, quick! And the gardener suddenly slapped his knees and doubled up, shaking silently. The ducks all quacked as they were daft, and it sounded as if the old drake laughed. Well, there wasn't a thing that didn't respond when Daddy fell into the pond. Thank you.
Our next 5th grader is Rachel Summers.
Hello, my name is Rachel Summers. I am 10 years old in the 5th grade of Miss Cunning's class. Today I'll be presenting a speech by Anna Julia Cooper, Running University. Please enjoy. The higher fruits of civilization cannot be extemporized. Neither can they be developed normally in a brief space of 30 years. It requires a long, painful growth of generations. Yet all through the darkness period of the colored woman oppression in this country, her yet unwritten history is full of heroic struggle, a struggle against fearful and overwhelming odds that often ended in horrible death, to maintain and protect which women hold dearer than life. Thank you.
Next, we have Jeanette Stovall.
Hello, my name is Jeanette Stovall. I am in the 5th grade of Miss Carnegie's class. I will be doing a poem by Maya Angelou called On a Post of Morning. A rock, a river, a tree, host of species, long since departed, mark the mastodon, the dinosaur, the last dread token of their sojourn here on our planet floor. Any broad alarm of their hastening doom is lost in the gloom of death and ages. But today, the rock cries out to us, clearly, forcefully, come. You may stand upon my back and face your distant destinies, but seek no haven in my shadow. I will give you no hiding place down here. You, created only a little lower than the angels, have crouched too long in the bruising darkness, have lain too long face down in ignorance. Your mind, spilling words, armed for slaughter. The rock cries out to us today. You may stand upon it, but do not hide your face. Thank you.
Next up, we have Emily Tremulin.
Hello, my name is Emily Tremulin. I'm 10 years old and am in Miss Carney's 5th grade class. I will be talking about U.S. gymnastics star Gabrielle Douglas. Gabrielle Douglas was born on December 31st, 1995. In 2002, she was 6 and first started gymnastics. When she was 14, she moved from her home in Virginia to Iowa to train. Finally, when she was 16, she took part in 2012 London Olympics. She got gold in the all-around and also got team gold with her teammates. Now I will recite some quotes by Gabrielle Douglas. The hard work definitely paid off, and hard work always does. You just have to be yourself and go full with confidence and be courageous. Last. I've learned how to stay humble. I don't want to get in over my head, because when you do, it takes you off your game. Thank you.
Our next 5th grader tonight is Paul the Paw.
Color's 5th grade class. I am going to be reciting my poem called Class Gas by Ken Nesbitt. There's a gas in the class. No. My teacher passed out and fell right off her chair. My classmates were crying and gasping for air. The hamster was howling and hiding his head. The plants by the window are practically dead. There's a gas in the class and it's completely my fault. It smells like a chemical weapons assault. So try to remember this lesson for me. Don't take off your shoes in class after PE.
Our next 5th grader is Karis Hawkins.
Hello, my name is Karis Hawkins and I'm in the 5th grade. I will be reciting a portion of this piece, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death by Patrick Henry. It was given in Richmond, Virginia at St. John's Church on March 23rd in 1775. Mr. President, no man thinks more highly than neither of the patriotism as well as the abilities of the very worthy gentlemen who have just addressed the House. But different men often see the same subject in different lights. Therefore, if it is thought disrespectful to those gentlemen, I hope it will not be thought disrespectful to those gentlemen if entertaining, as I do, opinions of the character very opposite to theirs. I shall speak forth my sentiments freely and without reserve. This is no time for ceremony. The question before the House is an awful moment to this country. For my own part, I consider it as nothing less than a question of freedom or slavery. And in proportion to the magnitude of the subject, ought to be the freedom of the debate. It is only this way that we can hope to arrive at truth and fulfill the great responsibility which we hold in God and our country. Should I keep back my opinions at such a time through fear of giving offense? I should consider myself as guilty as treason towards my country and an act of disloyalty towards the majesty of heaven, which I revere above all earthly kings. Thank you.
Next, Alex Harvey.
Hello, my name is Alex Harvey, and I chose Samuel Adams because he was a founding father and he was a patriot. In 1794, Sam Adams was elected governor of Massachusetts and re-elected for 4 consecutive years. In the State of the Commonwealth address that he gave in 1795 to the Massachusetts legislature, he emphasized the importance of Republican principles, such as piety, religion, and morality, and his commitment to protect the freedom of its citizens and support the authority of the Constitution. The people of this Commonwealth, in the Declaration of Rights, have recorded their own opinion that the legislature ought frequently to assemble for the redress of grievances, correcting, strengthening, and confirming laws, and new laws as the common good may require. The laws of the Commonwealth are intended to secure each and all citizens their rights and liberties and property which they honestly possess. If there are any instances where the laws in being are inadequate to these great capital ends, your eye will discern the evil, and your wisdom will provide a suitable remedy. Thank you.
Next, we have Linnea Williams.
Hello, my name is Linnea Williams. I chose this poem because I like standing in the rain and playing in it. Hope you enjoy. I opened my eyes, I looked up at the rain, it dripped in my head, and it flowed into my brain. And all that I hear as I lay on my bed is the swishy swash of the rain in my head. I step very softly, I walk very slow. I can't do a handstand, I might overflow. So pardon the wild, crazy things I just said. I'm just not the same since rain is in my head.
Next, we have Jeffrey Fulton.
Hello, my name is Jeffrey Fulton. I'm in 5th grade. I'm 11 years old in Miss Benson's class. And my poem is Basketball is My Favorite Sport by Ken Nesbitt. Basketball is my favorite sport. I dribble up and down the court. The ball goes bouncing off my toes and leaves the teacher on the nose. He stumbles back and grabs his nose and hits the wall, and down he goes. All the players stop and stare. They've never heard the teacher swear. With no one playing anymore, I grab the ball, I shoot, I score. I love this game, it's so much fun. The teacher cries, but hey, we won.
So Jeffrey was actually our last 5th grader of the evening, and our first 6th grader tonight is Ben Fink.
Hi, my name is Ben Pham in the 6th grade in Mr. Osborne's class, and I am going to read the Gettysburg Address read by President Abraham Lincoln. 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth on this continent a new nation and conceived in liberty and dedicated it to the proposition that all men are created equal. Now we are engaged in a great civil war, testing whether that nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated it can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place. It is for those who here gave their lives that the nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hollow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here, have consecrated it far above our poor power, or to add or detract. The world will little know, nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is for us, the living, rather to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus far so nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth. Thank you.
Our final orator tonight is Briella Sylvester.
He has a funny face.
Hi, my name is Briella Sylvester, and I will be reciting a comedy by Brian Regan called Stupid in School. I don't know. I would have been a lot better off if I studied more when I was growing up in school, you know? But, you know, we were all wrong because today they started the spelling bee. Because until that day, I was a dummy. But no one else knew. And the spelling bee day popped up. All right, kids up against the wall. It's time for public humiliation. Spell the word wrong, sit down in front of your friends. That's great for little egos. Hey, look at me. I'm a moron. I was even close. I was using numbers and stuff. That's why I admired the kid who spelled the word wrong on purpose so he could sit down. He knew he wasn't going to win, so I stayed there for 3 hours. First round, cat. K-A-T, I'm out of here. Then as it passed you, ha, I know there's 2 T's. I think the worst day was the day a science project was due. Waking up that morning, that was fun, huh? Hop off that pillow. Oh no, that's due today. I had 9 months to work on it. I had nothing. You were afraid to show up because you had nothing good. Then you found out that all the other kids, their parents made it for them. I hated that. There's one kid who built a volcano. He didn't even know how to zip up his own pants. But he built a volcano? How do you swing that? I didn't know what to do for my project, so I brought in a paper cup, go to the door, just hoping that they knew I was a dummy and just walk right on past me. Well, what do you have there? There's a cupboard door. Just put an F on it and let me go home. Well, explain it. Well, there's a cup with a door in it. I call it a cupboard door. Just move down the line there, please. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming to our Estabrook Oratorical Presentation. We would like to give special thanks to the woman who really put this all together for us, Miss Williams.
I'm not going to steal her thunder, but she does many, many, many tasks around this building, and she is a true blue gem. So please give her a huge round of applause.
Let me just say a couple of quick thank yous before we get on to the trophy presentations and the food. But there's just some certain people I have to thank, so let me very quickly, first of all, thank Mrs. Grassley for all her support, our wonderful And then the most important people besides these wonderful orators are you, their families. Parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, whoever has been listening since November to these speeches over and over and over until you send them into the bathroom to look in the mirror on their own so that you don't have to hear anything. But they have done such a wonderful job. And when I think back to November, our very first meeting, we had nothing. I mean, no one had a speech, nobody had an order. We didn't know where we were going. And then to come to tonight, when such a wide variety from Toby and his wonderful Filipino culture dynamic speech to Briella and her wonderful one-lady comedy routine, and all the wonderful speeches in between. Thank you all so much. I can't even tell you. If you hadn't helped, we never would have made it. But then there's a couple other people who have been wonderful to help us, and one of them is Miss Hayden, who happens to be my sister. And then we have some absolutely fantastic coaches. Last year, we lost 8 of our coaches that help us from the Key Club at the high school, Ypsilanti High School. 8 of them graduated, and I thought, what on earth are we going to do this year without them? Well, here we are, the up-and-coming young people from Ypsi Middle School and Ypsilanti High School. And let me just introduce them real quick, and would you stand up when I call your name? Grace Carey. Egbert, didn't I forget that one? Hannah Fisher. Sally Smith, who came up and also did MC tonight, a wonderful job. Lily Johns. Caitlin Freeland. Ashley Green. And tonight, and thank you all for coming. They have worked with your students every meeting. They're the ones that have coached them. They're the ones that got the hand expressions in there and the expressions in their voices. They're the ones that did it all, and I thank them so much. We couldn't have done it without you. So, am I forgetting anyone else from our wonderful thank you list? I don't want to forget anyone. Also, thank you parents tonight for all the food you brought for the reception. Ms. Tremewin was in charge. Thank you for organizing that. We are now going to have the trophy presentation. So what I'm going to do is I will call the student's name, and if the coaches would hand them their trophies. And boys and girls, don't let me forget that we do have boxes for your trophies behind the table. Sometimes we've had some terrible tragedies on the way home with our trophies. So please, if you'd like a box, put it in a box and get it home safe and sound. Okay, anything I'm forgetting, Ms. Aiden, anything? Okay. Oh, also, Mr. Wilbanks here, thank you so much for taping this. The boys and girls were so happy this year because for some reason we couldn't get last year's to show. And the first meeting of every new year, we always watch last year's. And they absolutely, do you love seeing yourselves? They do not like to see themselves, so they were so happy when I couldn't get it to work. Well, I'm hoping that this year, next year, we can get it to work, if we're here next year, we hope we will be, and we can have them all watch themselves, because I love them to see how they've grown from year to year. So, thank you all for coming. I think it's the biggest crowd we ever have. We're going to have trophy presentations, and then we're going to ask you to join us for refreshments. So, could we have the lights, please? Yes. All right. All right, boys and girls, as I call your name, let's have you walk over, get your trophy. Coaches, hand them their trophy with one hand. Boys and girls, shake hands with your right hand. Let's shake hands first and then hand them the trophy, okay? So, Tobias Malaya. Kaden Hawkins. Maggie McGregor. Annika Croft. Caleb Coleman. Lauren Stansbury. I didn't forget you, Simone. Simone Chapman. Kayla Colbert is not here tonight, but we'll hold a trophy for her. She performed very well at both our performances today. Alina Hollowell. Aiden Landhart. Taylor Patton. Samuel Wilbanks. Logan Kennedy. Tracy Hinton. Sydney Johnson. Amaria Holmes. Sierra Ridley Coates. Alice Johns. Rachel Summers. Jeanette Stovall. Emily Tremewin. Paul DePaul. Garrett Hawkins. Alex Harvey. Linnea Williams. Jeffrey Fulton. And to our two wonderful sixth graders who will be leaving us this year. What a great loss that'll be for us. Ben Pham and Briella Sylvester. want to think. You want to stage them up at the podium giving their speech or with their trophy or whatever you'd like. Let's have some food first. And so, orators, put your trophy somewhere safe and sound. Maybe give it to a parent before you leave.